Welcome to iOS Insights, the channel for iOS app development using SwiftUI and Swift. Today's tutorial is based on Swift Dictionaries. Swift Dictionaries are an ordered collection that stores key value pairs, allowing efficient data retrieval and updates based on unique keys. They are fundamental for organizing and managing data in Swift applications, supporting various data types. In this tutorial, we will define a dictionary of contacts to store contact information. Type the following: bar contact open bracket int open bracket string equals open bracket. One open bracket name colon John Smith town colon New York and then to create the second contact you just do the same thing but change the data, so we just give this ID a 2 and then put a name, just enter Jane Doe. For the town, enter Chicago. And then for the final name, just give it an ID of 3. And for the name, just enter Bob Johnson. For the town, enter Chicago. I think there's a mistake there. That should be, all these should be commas and not full stops. So what line 11 is doing is the first contact with an ID of 1 and associated details in a nested dictionary, and then line 12 is similar, second contact with an ID of 2 and associated details in a nested dictionary, and the same goes with line 3. So now we created our dictionary that has key value pairs. So the key are, for example, the name and the town, and the value is the actual name, like John Smith, and the value for the town is New York. The value for the next name is Jane Doe, and the value for the town is Chicago. So this is what they call key value pairs. And the first key is always an integer, that's why we start it as an int when we define the dictionary. So the dictionary has an int and then it can have 2 strings after that. So the next thing we need to do is within the B stack, we delete everything within the B stack because we're not really using any SwiftUI components in this tutorial. And then delete the padding. And now what we can do is just create our function names. Which is private function print all contact information for ID info in contact print ID but it should be lowercase id for open bracket key value in info print open bracket key capitalize colon open bracket value. And then let's type in print /n just to like create a line break. So what this does, it will, starting from lines 25, it will loop through each key value in the contact dictionary and prints the ID of the contact. So on line 26 it will display 1, 2 and 3. And then on lines 28 it will loop through each key value in the info dictionary and then print each key value pair in a formatted manner with the key capitalized. So when we run the application on line 29, it will also print the actual the person's name and the town, for example John Smith and New York as well. So if you run it now, oh, there's something else we need to do. We need to move this function call and then put this within on a pair. So if you run it now, we should see a list of IDs, like the ID like John Smith and New York, that'll be 1, and 2 will be Jane Doe and Chicago, and 3 will be Bob Johnson and the town will be Chicago. So let's just run it and see. So as you can see, it's displayed the IDs and the name of the person and the town from the dictionary. how this was done by using the key and the value is displaying the key on line 32, which is capitalized. For example, town is capitalized and name and ID, that's the key, and the value is, for example, Chicago and Bob Johnson or Jane Doe in Chicago, as you can see here. The key is name and the value is town. Here is lowercase, but then we convert it to uppercase on line 31. So that's how you can print and retrieve the contents of a dictionary. And the next thing we will do is to enable a functionality to search by town. So we will just comment out this and create another function. It's called function search by town string var found contacts int So what this does on line 28, it initializes an empty array to store the IDs of contacts found in the specified town. Let's type in for ID info in contacts if info open bracket comma town, which is the key, is equal to town. Found contacts dot append equals ID. So what this does, it checks if the town key in the info dictionary matches the specified town which has been passed in, and the specified town has been passed in just on line 27 as the town parameter. And then if it is found, we put the ID, or we pass the ID onto the array. And then the next thing we need to do is type the following: if found contacts is empty, then print no contacts found in town. So it will just display it cannot find any contacts in, for example, if it was like Chicago, or if London was there, it's unable to find any contacts. Else print contacts found. Else it will print the contacts found in the town. And then next we create a for loop for contacts ID in found contacts let contacts info equals contacts and then what we need to do next is we just print ID contact ID. So if the contact is found, it will print the contact ID that's found in that town. And then we just type for key value in contact info print key capitalize print key capitalized open bracket close bracket value. Oh, there's an error somewhere. Contact info. Let me delete that and type it again. Contact was missing we needed to unwrap it, so I just do false unwrapping. Really we should be using safe unwrapping. So the next thing we need to do is type in print bracket key capitalize value. Or what we can do is go back to line 42 and do the proper safe unwrapping. So we need to use the 2 question marks, open bracket, colon, and then the close bracket. So that just means it will have an empty array if there's nothing there. If it's nil, it'll create an empty array instead, so the application doesn't crash. And then on line 49 or 50, just type in print to print a new line and separate the information of each of the contacts. So now we can try the new functionality, search by town. So to do that, just go within or in between lines 23 to 24 and type in search by town and put the town name like Chicago. And then And when we run it, we should find 2 contacts that lives in Chicago. As you can see, there's 2 contacts, and they are Jane Doe and Bob Johnson, both Chicago town. And the next function we can test or try out is search by ID. So using search by ID is similar to using search by town, but it just allows the program to search by ID instead of the town. So to do that, just type in the following: print search by ID int yeah, this should be a function, not print statement. If let contact info is equal to contacts ID, and that's another way of doing safe unwrapping on line 69, so the application doesn't crash if it's nil. Print contact found with ID for key value in contact info. Print key capitalize and then the value. Else print no contact found with ID. That was the passed in ID. So now we go back to, there's an error somewhere. I think it's to do with the else statement. We need to close the loop, so the loop ends here on line 76. And yeah, there's another error. So we need to delete that comma there and put the comma here. And then there's too many closing brackets, so we just delete the last one there on line 84. And now we can call the function search by ID. So the function that the parameter that we're going to pass into the function search by ID, we just can pass in any number, even if it's not in the dictionary. It shouldn't crash. But I'll first try it with the value that is in the dictionary. Okay, so I'm going to be passing in ID 1, which is John Smith. and it located John Smith, contact found with ID 1, name John Smith, town New York, which is here, John Smith. Now I'll try it with an ID that doesn't exist. I'll just do that one, 348, and it should hit the else statement. No contact found with the ID 348, which is this condition here. The Swift code showcases a dictionary-based contact management system utilizing integer keys and nested dictionaries for storing data. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.